If you have a microphone connected to your computer, you can easily add a narration for your presentation. In the Slideshow tab, click Record Narration. You can set the recording level and change the sound quality before you start recording. When you're ready, click OK. Then first slide to start recording from the beginning of your presentation. As you read through your narration, click each slide to progress to the next. When you're finished, the timings for each slide can be saved for use in your presentation, so you know the narration will fit perfectly. You also have the option to rehearse timings. This follows the same process, but without recording your speech. Rehearsing timings can be useful if you have a limited time to give your presentation, or if you want your presentation to run itself without any user intervention during an exhibition, for example. Let's have another look at the photo menu we made earlier. Even though we built a non-linear menu, the slideshow is still linear. We can see in the Slides panel that we will have to step through each of the photo slides, whether we choose them in the menu or not. A custom slideshow is a way of building non-linear presentations. In the Slideshow tab, click Custom Slideshow, then Custom Shows. In the Custom Shows dialog box, we move the slides we want into the window on the right. We'll move the title slide and the menu slide into the custom show. Then we'll skip the 3 photo slides. We'll select all the slides after the photos and move them into the custom show. Now we've built a custom show that won't show the photo slides unless we click on the links in the menu. We'll name it Non-Linear Show. Done. Notice that our 3 photo slides haven't disappeared from the Slides panel. Our non-linear show now appears in the Custom Slide Show menu, and we can preview it by clicking on it. We navigate to the menu slide, choose the 3rd photo slide, return to the menu. Now we'll click on the background to move forward. PowerPoint skips the other 2 photo slides and moves on to the next slide in the custom show. Custom shows are also handy if you want to make a short version of a longer presentation. Simply select the slides you want in the short version, name it, and in future you can choose to play either the short version or the standard version of your presentation. Notes are often used as a presenter's guide or script. You can add notes for each slide in the window at the bottom of the screen, and you can make this area larger by moving the border. You can also add notes in the View tab using the Notes page button. This shows you one slide with its notes on a single page. The scroll bar lets you view each page of the presentation. When you're finished adding notes and you want to print them, you can choose how they are printed using the Notes Master button. There are fields for a header, a footer, the date, and page number. You can choose which fields will be printed with the placeholders checkboxes. The headers and footers used here are different to those used on the slides. All of the text items can be formatted in the Home tab. You can change the orientation of the page and the orientation of the slide image. You can apply themes to your page and set a background style. But bear in mind, this will use a lot of ink or toner when it's printed. To print your notes, you'll need to select Notes pages in the Print What menu. In the Print preview, it's here. and this is where you'll find it in the print window. Handouts are designed to be given to an audience. They show your slides, but not your notes. If you click on the View tab, then Handout Master, the ribbon changes and you can choose how many slides are on each page, the slide orientation, and the handout orientation. As with the Notes Master, you can select which placeholders are printed on the page and apply themes and background styles. Again, make sure you've selected handouts before you print. When you come to show your presentation, there are some choices as to how it will be displayed. Under the Slideshow tab, click on the Set Up Slideshow button to open the Set Up Show dialog. Here you can choose Presented by Speaker, which shows the presentation full screen. Browsed by an individual, which shows the presentation in a window. Or Browsed at a kiosk, which shows the presentation full screen, but prevents the slides being advanced by the user clicking on the background. Action buttons come in handy if you want the user to be able to navigate the presentation. Or if you want your show to run automatically, you can use the Rehearse Timings option. You also have the option of looping the presentation and playing it without the narration or animations. When you save your presentation, it is saved as a PPTX file, or PPT if you save as the older file format. If you are planning on distributing the presentation, you can save it as a PowerPoint show using the Save As function. This creates a presentation that always opens in a slideshow view ready to play. PowerPoint allows you to record a narration and rehearse timings for your show. Custom slideshows are useful for creating non-linear presentations and different versions of presentations. Slide notes and audience handouts can be formatted and printed with a header and footer, page numbers, and the date. There are several choices as to how your presentation will be displayed, including full screen and kiosk mode. The PowerPoint show format always opens in slideshow view. This is useful for distributing a presentation.